Imagine this, you live in Suzhou, but your workplace is 120 kilometers away in Shanghai. What's your daily commute choice? Driving, right? Fighting rush hour traffic for well over 2 hours. Well, in China, there's a radically different option, the high-speed rail. This isn't a fantasy. This is the reality for millions of people across the country. Take Ms. Li, high-speed rail commute cuts that 120-kilometer trip down to less than 30 minutes. Her ticket cost? Less than $6. She doesn't wait an hour at the station, she simply times her arrival, scans her ID, and the train arrives precisely on time, accurate to the second. Once aboard, she opens her laptop and works using the stable onboard Wi-Fi, or orders breakfast delivered right to her seat. The 120-kilometer distance has lost all geographical meaning, integrating the two cities into a half-hour life circle. For Ms. Li and tens of millions of Chinese commuters, high-speed rail isn't just transport. It's a redefinition of productivity and lifestyle. Her daily convenience is built upon a colossal and hyper-efficient national network. In less than 2 decades, China constructed the largest high-speed rail system in the world. Let's look at the hard numbers. By the end of 2024, China's operating high-speed rail mileage topped 48,000 kilometers. Projections suggest this figure could reach 60,000 kilometers by the end of 2025. That figure accounts for over 70% of all high-speed rail mileage globally. This scale means China built a network larger than the rest of the world's high-speed rail combined. This massive scale yields unmatched efficiency and reliability. Operating at speeds often reaching 350 kilometers per hour, the system's punctuality rate is a stunning 99.8%, a benchmark for global transportation. The 13-18-kilometer Beijing-Shanghai journey is completed in just 4 hours and 20 minutes. The network covers over 95% of China's cities with populations over 1 million, handling an expected 3.8 billion passengers annually. The other cornerstone is unwavering safety and security. The entire network is a closed system, managed by sophisticated signal systems and centralized control centers. The trains possess self-diagnosis and redundant failure systems, coupled with advanced disaster warning systems that automatically trigger braking during events like earthquakes or severe wind. This rigor allows the trains to maintain stability at top speed, enough for passengers to easily balance a coin on the window ledge. Finally, high-speed rail is a green infrastructure giant. Being electric-powered, its carbon emissions per passenger are 80% lower than flying and 50% lower than driving. This combination of high efficiency, capacity, and low emissions makes it a core engine for China's push toward green development. Now, we must ask, who is paying for this perfect experience? We have to open the high-cost secret ledger. First, the astronomical debt. High-speed rail construction costs exceed $140 million per kilometer. To rapidly complete the national network, the China National Railway Group borrowed heavily. By late 2024, the group's total debt surpassed $870 billion. This massive figure means interest payments and maintenance alone constitute a crushing, ongoing financial burden. Second, uneven profitability is a major risk. Only golden lines like Beijing-Shanghai are profitable. Vast segments in central and western China are chronically loss-making. Their low passenger volumes cannot cover operational costs. These routes rely heavily on cross-subsidies from profitable lines and direct government funds, leaving the entire financial model vulnerable to economic slowdowns. Third, the siphon effect complicates social development. High-speed rail makes it easier for talent and capital to flow into economic hubs, which often leads to the hollowing out of smaller cities. Furthermore, station placement is sometimes controversial. Some stations, built far from city centers, lead to expensive and time-consuming last-mile commutes that negate the high-speed rail's speed advantage. So, is China's high-speed rail an efficiency miracle or a financial liability? The answer cannot be found solely on an income statement. The philosophy holds that high-speed rail is a national strategic public utility. The $876 billion debt is a calculated trade-off. The government is buying decades of maximized efficiency, Mobility and strategic value. The value is undeniable. The challenge for China is to manage the fiscal pressure and ensure that the high-speed rail's strategic benefits permanently outweigh the high cost of operation and debt servicing. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this, hit the subscribe button and the bell